Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 25th to the 31st of January 2016. We begin the week with the wonderful full moon in Leo, and this is always a warm and sociable and heartfelt full moon that comes in the depth of winter. So Leo is the lion and Aquarius, the sun in Aquarius, is the sovereign man. So we're dealing here with the axis of the sovereign man with the heart of a lion. There's a great deal of knowledge and wisdom and soul on the Aquarian side, and a great deal of humanity and love and courage and kindness on the Leo side, and these two signs act as a pair. So we begin the week with the full moon in Leo, but there's a lot of activity still going on in Capricorn. We have the ongoing Pluto-Mercury conjunction, which we'll speak about, but we also have Venus just entered into Capricorn. So Capricorn is about legacy. It's about doing something well, having a sense of purpose and doing something over a long period of time with high quality, putting our life force energy into something that matters and something that will last and something that will be worthy. So Venus being our heart and our values, when Venus goes into Capricorn, and this will be for the next few weeks, then we have a chance to align to that true north of real purpose. What are we building? Where's it coming from? Does it matter? Make sure that what you're putting your energy into actually matters, and take your time, do it well, enjoy the process, and build something that will have lasting value and be appreciated by you and possibly by others. So Venus climbing the Capricorn mountain there, take your time, do something with integrity, be graceful, be dignified, be authentic, and make sure that whatever you're putting your energy into is of lasting value. But with Mercury and Pluto, this is the bigger story really. This has been going on for a couple of weeks now as Mercury is retrograding back to meet Pluto. During this phase we've had the opportunity to rethink as usual with a Mercury retrograde, but we've had a chance here to really rethink the fundaments, the roots and the foundations of our lives, what's underpinning us, what's undermining us. And although things may have deconstructed, things may have seemed to have disappeared or fallen down, it's all very necessary because we need to strip right back to the core, nourish the simpleness, the inner strength, that dignity of Capricorn, and then rebuild from a place of purity. So Mercury going back to meet Pluto, that's the deconstructive element there, but it's also transformative magic, because in tarot we're dealing with Mercury as the magician and Pluto as the judgment card, or the deep alchemist, the phoenix, the dying to the old to be reborn to the new. So we've got two energies there, both saying magical transformation. With Mercury, if we can rethink, can go back, can deprogram ourselves. What thoughts are at the root of our beliefs and our actions, and are those thoughts and beliefs even true? So we've still got the opportunity all week and into next week to go and have a look at anything that we're believing, anything that we're standing on and for, and making sure that that's actually true, that we're building on solid ground. So the real opportunity here to liberate ourselves, to transform mentally and psychologically, and to strip back again, to make sure that we really are being our authentic selves. Pluto has taken us even deeper into our psychology, going back into our ancestral line, going back into our own early upbringing and family beliefs, but also back into our ancestral line and our ancestral beliefs, to see whether those are actually still relevant and still supporting us. So we're not trying to get rid of everything for everything's sake, but there will be some belief systems there that were appropriate at the time, but that no longer serve us, and that we do need to let those go so that we can build something that is relevant to our current lives. So it's almost like we've gone down into a valley. We were climbing the mountain of Capricorn, and then Mercury retrograded back right deep down into the earth, into the roots, into the cave system under the mountain, to really have a look at the supporting systems and shore those up. And now as Mercury turns direct, we will begin to climb the other side of the valley, go back up that mountain, and Aquarius at the end is always the view that we get from the top of the mountain, having done the hard work. So we're climbing back up now, with Mercury turning direct on Monday, but still very much in connection with that deep Pluto energy, Lord of the underworld, and the one that takes us to our very roots and foundations. So profound alchemical change, changing our mind, changing our beliefs, changing our past, healing our past, and reconstructing ourselves are all the energy that we have for the next couple of weeks with this magnificently powerful alignment. The Sun has moved on into Aquarius, so we can feel a little bit more levity now. I think we felt an energetic shift last week where we came out of the deepest, darkest part of this equation, and we've now got that frisson of energy, which is Aquarius. Aquarius is the life returning to the planet. It's the quickening, it's the heartbeat, the pulse, and the electromagnetic transmission from the heart. So everything that we feel is actually transmitted out in huge waves. And having changed our mind and changed our psychology and faced our fears and had a good clear out on that level, hopefully now we're not feeling from a place of repression and fear, but hopefully we're feeling lighter, and that joy and that purity returning with the quickening energy of life coming back to the planet. So the Sun recently moved into Aquarius, lifting us up, helping us to transmit authentically from a sense of lightness and space, because we've done all that clearing out, and of relevant, unafraid, audacious beliefs that will really create a very different future. Because Aquarius is about creating something that's current, that's relevant, that has a vision, first for ourselves and then for the whole of humanity. So we have this sense of altruism, but also this sense of clean, clear inner wisdom that's unblocked now from all of those psychologies and programs of the past. Other aspects going on in the background is Mars is going to be spending quite a lot of time in Scorpio. So Mars will be going through Scorpio into Sagittarius, turning retrograde and going back through Scorpio, then turning direct again and going forwards through Scorpio all the way through to July. Mars is the old ruler of Scorpio. It's where we take our soul force energy and direct it. It's our spiritual warrior. And Scorpio is the deep subconscious. So as I mentioned before, this is the clean-up job after having had 2.5 years of Saturn in Scorpio, helping us to restructure, to meet our subconscious and to restructure and to discipline ourselves. We now have the purging fire of Mars, which is like a furnace. Everything can get burnt away that no longer lasts, that no longer needs to come forwards. It's a cleaning, purifying, very internal fiery force that we have here, with Mars cleaning up after all of that Saturn self-exploration. And this will take us through to July, where we really should be very, very self-aware and self-empowered as a result of these transits. So this year feels like it hasn't really started yet. There were no real New Year's resolutions to make because Mercury was going retrograde, and now on Monday, as Mercury goes direct, as long as we take forward with us the message of this Mercury-Pluto conjunction, the deep work that we've been doing, and carry on doing that, we can actually begin to make some resolutions. We can actually start to see what's changed. We can actually start to build from that cleaner, simpler space. So I feel the message of this week is to continue to do the hard work, because it's not much longer now. Look back, have that retrospective, what has gone on since mid-December. How have we changed our mind? How have we changed our fundamental belief systems? And how have we faced our fears and created that deep cleansing, deconstructive healing, that phoenix-like rebirth with the Mercury-Pluto conjunction? Because as that lasts for the next couple of weeks, this is not something that we'll get again in this format. So it's one of those high priority, go in and do the work. But with that one eye on the vision now, because we have Uranus in Aries, which is the answer, it's the vision, it's the breakthrough energy now that we're clean and strong. And we have the Sun in Aquarius to match that energy, saying where do we take our vision? Where do we create from now that we're new and rebuilt? So very lovely double energy there. Still stay in there, still keep doing the authentic work, but keep one eye on where are we going now as we climb that mountain, as we're in direct motion. We're going to reach the top of that mountain fairly soon and have the whole view spread out in front of us. So not much longer to go. It has been a very deep winter hibernatory feel for the last few weeks, and we've done well to face each challenge as it's arisen. It's not been easy. It's been fundamentally stripping us back to our core bravery and strength, but hang in there, because we are going to start to see the benefits of this mighty aspect as we go forward through the next few weeks. And hopefully that full moon in Leo has lit that inner fire, has brought some warmth and creativity and love and golden splendour back to light the way, so that we can see that the end is in sight of this particular phase, and we can relax, enjoy the view, and get ready for the rest of the year. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. Well, the sun is in Aquarius. This is the perfect time to start to learn astrology. So as you probably know, I offer one-to-one readings in person and on Skype, but I also have some wonderful online course modules where you can learn in the comfort of your own home, but with access to me to ask questions. There's also the ongoing group for less than the price of a reading. You can join the group for a year. It's a private online Facebook group, and you don't have to be a Facebook person. You can set up a private profile just to contribute to the group, and every day we're discussing different relevant aspects of the current astrology and looking at how we can start to learn our chart, bring those energies in and see where they are applying to us, as well as other esoteric subjects like tarot and numerology. It's a beautiful, growing, heartfelt group, and your presence would be very welcome if you feel that you'd like to join us. So for any of that, please do contact me, zoeheinz7@gmail.com.